U.S. stocks plunged on Monday as uncertainties over tariffs and a possible federal government shutdown drove fears of a U.S. recession. The S&P 500 had its biggest one-day drop since December the 18th, and the tech-loaded Nasdaq slid 4%, its biggest single-day percentage drop since September 2022. Mitch McCann reports from New York.
After a volatile and troubling week for the US stock market last week, there wasn't much good news to report to begin the week on Monday in New York, with massive losses across the indices that we've been looking at. The Dow Jones fell a whopping 890 points on Monday. The S&P 500 was down 2.69%. And the Nasdaq was also down 4%. This is similar to what we saw last week, with widespread drops across the board. The question is, what's causing this and why has it happened? And the biggest reason perhaps is uncertainty over Donald Trump's on again, off again implementation of tariffs and the confusion that's causing, but also fears over a recession. Mr. Trump was asked in an interview by Fox News Business, which aired on Sunday night in the US, what are the prospects of a recession in the coming months here in the US? And he replied, I hate to predict things like that. There is a period of transition because what we're doing is very big. So instead of saying no, there's not going to be a recession, he said we are in a period of transition. Now, analysts at JP Morgan Chase, which is the largest banking company in the United States, said in a recent report that there was a, quote, materially higher risk of a global recession this year because of US policies. It's also been reported that strategists at Goldman Sachs say the chances of a recession this year are around 20%, and they've cited policy changes as a key risk. Mitch McCann, CGTN, New York.